Well, we don't need necessarily harmonization. Of course, the divergences are very wide. Still, the important is to make them compatible. One of the options could be harmonization, and we could achieve some creative compromises in order to harmonize what is now different. But the very important thing is to make them compatible. For example, mutual recognition. This is the way to make something that is different and will continue to be different still. It will be made compatible. So this is the major aim. Well, first one will be regulatory compatibility. This is definitely the most tricky, the most important topic that will need the political will, engagement, and of course mutual concessions. The others might be SPS, the sanitary and phytosanitary divergences, then geographical indications, which is a very important offensive interest of the Union, then public procurement, investment, services, a number of issues, because we are a very much integrated economy, but still very many divergences still remain. Not at all. We are negotiating this agreement because the Doha Round came to a stalemate. Not to say that it is dead. So the causation is completely the reverse. We are negotiating a bilateral and ambitious, comprehensive trade agreement because the Doha Round didn't deliver. But if we achieve this agreement, this does not mean that new rounds could not take place. On the contrary, we need a post-Doha round. In my view, Doha, it is very difficult to reanimate it because 12 years after its start, it is almost impossible to revive it. But we could conclude some parts of the Doha agenda, and of course to think on a post-Doha new round with new topics, new agenda, new items to be negotiated. Well, tariff barriers are already very low. On our part is 2%, so the average is 4% on the whole, so it's very low indeed. Still, in some areas they are still high. For example, textiles in the United States, sugar, for example, agriculture. So there are a number of areas where tariffs still are significant. The objective should be to zero widely the duties. This is one of the main objectives. The exception should be only the most very sensitive issues in either part. So the real objective should be to achieve 100% zeroing of all the duties. Well, we, the Union, we are committed to an open trade agenda. We are believers in the advantages of free and fair trade. That's why when the Doha Round proved to be stalled, we have decided to move with ambitious trade negotiations with our most important trading partners, Japan, the United States, and so on. Our idea is to lead by example, to show to the others that we can deliver. If the two most important economies can come to a comprehensive, deep, ambitious agreement, I think that this could be a good example for the other trading partners to come to the same conclusions. And secondly, we think that both the US and the EU, which are still the biggest trade partners, of course together now with China, but still I think that we should assert our leadership in standard setting and in rulemaking, so that the genuine ideas of opening, fair and equitable trade should have the lead.